Hi everyone, I am Donna Reid and this is Donna Reid Talks Voice. And today I am working with Diane. Hey Diane!
Hi.
I've actually known Diane since, 1990 something?
Yes. Let's not talk about it.
It's been a while. Diane had the incredible privilege of having studied with my late husband Cornelius when we did master classes and when he did master classes in Germany, and she came here to New York and studied with him. So she's been around this way of singing for a long, long time. But please tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're singing now, what you do.
Well, um, gosh, I have no idea where to start. Maybe I'll just tell you that the last time or period when we worked together, do you remember I had those huge vocal troubles because
Yes,
I had been ill for a
right.
while and I could barely sing, and you helped me like start being able to sing again, and that was now, get this, 9 years ago.
Whoa.
And my voice is still not back to the way it was before.
Okay.
Um, well, I mean, there are probably lots of reasons for that, but I'm not getting any younger, for one thing. And also, I really just haven't had a whole lot of um, work with anyone really
Okay.
um, until just a couple of years ago. And when I came to England, I started singing quite a bit more regularly. Now I sing in church almost every Sunday with the band. I have an accompanist, and we work towards doing a recital once a year. Um, and we do mostly classical stuff, Schubert and Schumann and that sort of thing. Um, and sometimes some standard musical things and whatnot. And just the regularity of singing has really helped a lot. But there's still a portion of the lower middle range, which is weird and grabby. And I still don't, I've lost all of my high notes above high B.
Okay.
They're just not there.
Okay.
And if I have to sing for too long in a high tessitura, it's getting better, but it's still after a
Mhm.
certain amount of time, it's just done.
Oh,
And my range lowers and lowers, and I can't sing the higher notes at all. So there's something going on there that's I just don't understand and can't get.
okay, let's see if we can figure it out. Let me ask you this question first. I'm guessing the answer is no. Is there anything pathological? There's nothing on your chords, you're fine.
No, back in Paris when we were meeting regularly, somewhat regularly, you and I did go to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and he said that was like relatively soon after the illnesses, and he said there's nothing wrong.
Okay.
And then when I was back in Germany, I also saw another ENT doctor, and he also said, there's nothing wrong.
Oh, it looks fine. So it sounds to me just, and I have to hear it, of course, but just the way you've described it, with the not having the notes above the C, and then the lower middle being a little funky and grabby, it sounds like the chest voice isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So it's a way the chords are coming together because once you get to the B and above, that chest voice participation has to come back in, and that's literally how the chords are coming together.
Yeah.
So it may be they're not coming together efficiently in the middle there, the lower middle, and then therefore they're not coming together efficiently there. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Um, Unlike what I do with most people, I'm going to start you with a chest voice. I want to hear what your chest voice is doing before we even think about it. So I'm going to have you do one note on an ah. I'm not even going to have you exhale, inhale the way I normally do. Just one note on an ah, and let me just hear what that's at.
Ah. 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 Ah.
make sure that the low chest voice wasn't constricted or shutting down. It's not, obviously.
No.
But what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you do the ga 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 thing.
Okay.
Now, can you do it without moving your jaw and just the back of your tongue?
I can
So
try.
ga 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 3 times.
Ga 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 ga. Sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
now
that's maybe
what did you notice?
that I was very uncoordinated. My tongue didn't want to do
Okay.
what it was meant to do. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first thing that I thought of. If the chest voice is not doing what it's supposed to be doing, it could be a result of that could be the back of the tongue's getting a little bit tight. Maybe the larynx goes up a little bit as you go higher. I'm not sure, but this is one way to loosen it up.
Okay.
So, because the chest voice itself, just on the ah, sounded great. There's nothing constricted. But maybe there's something in the back of the tongue that's a little compromised, let's say. So let's keep doing this. And again, best you can, just move the back of your tongue, ga, 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 and just it'll start to re-coordinate pretty soon. So just kind of, let it do its thing. Same thing, ga ga ga.
Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga.
You got better as you went along with it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Now, let's do the same thing in the head voice, and you'll do the goo goo goo, same idea, and just see how easily your tongue moves 3 times. Okay, so that was again a little awkward to begin with, right?
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna do the lower one. I'm even gonna go lower. Remember, not too loud. Just let it move. Let your tongue figure it out. By doing it, even if it's a little bit awkward, it'll kind of shake things loose. Let me know if anything feels constricted or tight or anything like that. I don't hear that, but you let me know.
It feels well. It was helpful that you said don't do it too loud because it felt a little precarious. Like if I tried to go louder, it would do that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm thinking is happening when you say the lower middle feels like there's a grab. It could be the way it's going louder. So right now, I don't want to go loud. You just want the tongue to move. Easier as you go higher, right? Yeah. Now, as we keep going down with it, I'm going to go pretty low with this. Just keep backing off. Let it sound weak to your ear. And how do those feel?
Still kind of scary. Well, not the notes themselves. It's the sustained one at the end.
Yeah, yeah, because it doesn't quite know where to go. Because when you want to sustain something in this, well, anywhere in this pitch range, there has to be an appoggio, something that you feel you could lean on. And what I'm sensing is that you don't feel you could lean on anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. All right, now we're going to do this. Let's do it here. No, let's do it here. So, goo, 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 ga, 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 ga. And again, fast, and let's see what happens.
Go 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 go.
And again, not too much pressure on that last one. Really back off. Let it sound very weak to your ear.
Go 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 go. Go 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 go.
Now, on that last one, did you hear this clear, almost bell-like tone coming through?
Well,
Not. So on the last,
on the fast notes or on the sustained one?
the sustained one, the last one.
On the sustained one, that there was a couple of moments where it did that little grabby thing that I don't like. So maybe I ought to like it. I don't know.
No, not at all, of course. But and I heard the little, I heard that. But there was also a clearer quality that started to come through that to my
Okay.
ear was a little bit freer. But we're going to play around with this.
Okay.
Again, you just keep backing off on that very last note.
Go 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 go.
And let me know if there's any grabby.
Okay. Go 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 go. Ah. Go 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 go. That's
Then,
fine.
pardon?
It is fine. It feels fine if I just kind of let it go and don't even try for anything at all. And I can feel that maybe I have too much breath. I have no idea because it just kind of flows all out.
Okay, now with that last one I heard, I was going to stop and point it out. There was a little bit more chest voice in there, but I like that chest voice.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
wasn't a grabby chest voice.
No.
Now, you did say something very key. Maybe in this pitch range, and unconsciously, in order to want it to be a little bit fuller, because you don't want this to be weak down here, right? And the bottom note was an E flat just now. Uh, so maybe you are using too much air, which is why the ga 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 probably helps, because that prevents too much air from being used. Now, if you want more chest voice in your voice, and you don't want it to be breathy, but you use more air, then what's happening is that the air wants to push the vocal cords apart, which is going to give you a heady sound. But you don't want the heady sound. You want more chest voice, but you're having the air push the vocal cords apart. So then something constrictive makes the cords come together. And
Right.
that's how you get the clear sound there, but it feels like it's grabbing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that's kind of what I think is what's going on. But we're going to do it this way now. No, I'm going to go lower. Let's go back to ga 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 and just see where the top one wants to go, and don't bother sustaining it, of course. You don't even have to sustain the bottom of the last one too much. So ga ga ga.
Ga 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 ga.
Okay. Do it this way. Gla gle glee glow glue. Just one time through.
Gla gla glee glo glue.
Yes. Now I'm going to have you do it twice. Gla gle glee glow gla gle glee. Sustain it a little bit. Glow glue.
Gla gla glee glo gla gla glee glo glue.
And how does the top one feel?
It feels fine, perfectly comfortable.
Okay, now as we go, what?
Sorry, I was going to say I'm in chest voice mode.
Yes,
So,
it's definitely chest voice. And
yeah.
that's why my next statement is going to be, as you go higher, let that top note change.
Okay.
It may stay in that chest voice mode. It may go some weird mixy, may go totally to a head voice.
Okay.
Just whatever your voice wants to do, see what happens. So 2 times, glog, glee, glee, glow, glog, glee, glow, glow.
Gla gla glee glo gla gla glee glo glue.
And you just let me know if anything feels tight or grabby or constricted.
Gla gla glee glo gla gla glee glo glue. Gla gla glee glo gla gla glee glo glue.
Okay, that's the first one I didn't like. Now, this one was not bad. I could hear that there's more chest voice in it. I'm going to have you do it this way. Go back to this one, and can you be quieter on the top one? And just one time through, Gla, glee, glee, glow, glue. I'm even going to give you more than just quieter on the top one. Let the top one consciously go to more head voice.
Okay. Glug, 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 glug.
Okay, so the transition from the more head voice to the chest voice is a little awkward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it might be easier higher, but let the same thing happen. Let that top one go much more head voice.
Glug, 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 glug.
Oh, I'm glad you sustained that. That one was better.
Yeah. That
Did
one
you?
felt perfectly fine, all of it.
Yeah. And that wasn't too chesty, but there was chest voice participation on that top one, even though it was kind of a
Mm,
chesty head voice, let's say.
yeah.
Let's see where this one goes.
Glug, 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 glug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. Glug, 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 glug. Sorry.
So what did you notice with that?
um, well, just transitions are a bit awkward, but yeah, it's fairly easy to switch gears. I'm not finding that difficult. And then it's quite nice, actually, on the high
Yes.
notes. Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing on that. Now, what I like about this, and it's the way I'm setting it up with the G, L, and the E, it's giving you just that right mix so that you have the nice clear quality, because the E helps bring the vocal cords together, but the gl is helping you not push too much air through.
Yeah. Okay.
So with
Cool.
those two things, we're getting a real good mix with that E vol on top, which is a real good. Again, I'm calling it kind of a chesty head voice because it's not a weak head voice, but it's not just chest voice either.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's see where it goes a little bit higher.
Glug, 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 glug.
Sustain that top one a little bit longer. Let me hear what's going on with that.
Glug, 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 glug.
Okay, yeah. See, when you went there and went quickly down, there was something that told me I didn't like that one so much. So I want you to hold it a little bit. Once you sustained it a little bit, there was a little grab there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting there.
So I'm going to have you do this. Same thing. Gla, gla, glay, glee. And sustain it a little bit. Glow, glow, glue. Let's hear what that does.
Glug, glug, glug. Sorry, what is it? Glug, glug, lay, glee.
Yeah, glow, glow, glue.
Okay. Glug, 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 lay, glee. Glow, glow, glue.
That one felt better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'll tell you why. Because you were a little bit confused about the exercise, that was a good thing.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
because then you couldn't work so hard. You couldn't try to do what you thought you needed to do. It's like, am I singing a glah? Am I singing a glay? Where's it? So sometimes it's good to try to confuse the student and do a funny pattern because then it just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Now, I like what this E is doing. We're going to do it this way. We're going to do a glee, glee, glee from the top and just see what happens on the bottom note. Sustain it a little bit. Let's hear what we get.
Glee, glee, glee.
Okay. Now, did you
Hear
hear?
it? Do you hear
Pardon?
it? Do you hear
Yes.
it? Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, absolutely. So, what I hear is the conflict of the upper side and the lower side.
Yeah.
So, this one, and it's the same note that we did like that. Now, that one was absolutely fine when you did it. But now we approached it from the top. So, it's not going to be that same mix.
Yeah.
What I heard in this one is that too much of the underside wanted to come in. So I'm going to have you do the same thing. The top two notes are great. Back off a lot with the volume on the bottom one, even
Okay.
if it sounds weak to you.
Glee, glee, glee. Mm.
Now, you hear how when you do that,
Mm.
how do I put this? There's a way of energizing the upper side and energizing the lower side.
Yeah.
Now, when you did this one, I'm hearing a little bit more of the energy of the upper side. Not so much that you might feel an appoggio or something that you can lean on,
Yeah.
but it's a different way of leaning. Does that make sense at all?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to do it again. And I want you to figure out that leaning on the upper side, which is not going to be like, but
Yeah.
it's a weird, different kind of, and that makes no sense. I mean, do you know what I mean? But
I speak your language though. It's fine.
you know what I mean? So it's a different kind of leaning. Let's see what happens with that. And again, you can't put a lot of pressure. You can't be too loud with it. See, I like that.
I
That
did.
one's
Yeah. That was much nicer.
yeah. And let's keep doing that same thing. Again, it may sound very weak to you as you go down with it, but let's keep doing the same thing. That's different. That's going somewhere else.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel precarious.
Yeah. So it's a different way of leaning, not from under, but from over. Yeah. Yeah, you see how much you have to back off on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just to get the right coordination that doesn't have the grab. And then I'll show you in a moment how you can get a little bit, maybe a little bit more fuller with it. But right now, just let's do this. One more. Yes. Yes.
Yes, that feels so much better.
There you go. Now I'm going to back up to this one. Same idea. Upper side. But then you're going to do, sorry, the half step. So glee. But even though you're going down the half step,
Mhm.
still lean on that upper side.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, really back off.
yeah.
Excellent.
Mm,
Now with that little half step, you're starting to get a little bit of that appoggio from underneath,
yeah,
but still on the upper side. Does that make sense?
it does.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Excellent.
nice.
Yeah.
Glee, glee, glee.
Yeah, one more.
Glee, glee, glee.
That was really good.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and we went right through that passaggio. I did the G, F sharp F, E,
Yeah,
E flat, right in there.
yeah.
Now, next step on this one that we just did, glee, ah.
Okay,
And keep the ah pretty much like the E best you can.
okay. Glee, glee, glee. Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that felt really nice.
excellent. Let's try a couple more.
Glee, glee, glee. Ah.
Great.
Glee, glee, glee. Ah.
Yeah, one more.
Glee, glee, glee. Ah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's how I would work that.
Okay.
And you have to be real careful in a piece of music. you have to really trust that that volume is good enough.
Hmm.
And then again, nudge it, nudge it, nudge it, because you don't want to make it louder and then have that grabby chest voice come in.
Yeah.
And again, that was right. The last one we did was the F sharp. So we just worked right in that passaggio there.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. Oh my gosh. That sounds good. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Hopefully that'll, start to lead you in the right direction there.
Yeah, I think it will.
Great. Well, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Donna.
Thanks for watching Donna Reid Talks Voice. If you have any questions for me about this episode, or if you'd like to join me on a future episode, please visit donnareedtv.com and click Contact.